You are listening to the Spine Whisperers podcast. Please know that our doctors are here to only educate, not diagnose on this podcast. If you have any questions, please feel free to find us at www.mfwellness.org. Hey, thanks for tuning in to the Spine Whisperer podcast. Here with myself, Dr. Matt, Dr. Brad, Dr. Josh.
Hello.
We've had some really strong feelings about the last couple podcasts, and people are really pushing us to do a couple more. So the last time that we were looking for a subject, we had one all prepared. This time, we're more flying by the seat of our pants. But today is going to be just as important as the other podcast because we're going to give you the top 5 best practices that we think you need to know about.
I don't know if they'll be the best, but they'll be practices.
Mm-hmm. It'll be absolutely the best.
Okay.
That's all we have to offer.
That's true.
That's true.
So if you're listening to this in your car, make sure that you pull over and write this down. Or
what if I glance over the fact that you have some written down over here? What if I glance over and steal one of yours?
Ridiculous.
you can have whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
By the time we get to 14 and 15, it'll be like, talk to your friends.
Look people in the eyes when you're talking to them. Don't focus on one eyebrow, you know? Which sometimes I do, and Dr. Josh catches me. And
It's just the weirdest thing. Normally, you just look people in the eyes, you know. Matt will be like,
I really have a problem with that.
What's wrong on me? But yeah, it's wild.
I try to square up eyeball to eyeball, and it never works. I'm always like cattywampus.
That's weird.
It is weird.
It is really weird.
So I guess my first question is right now is what's the best practice to talk to somebody? Do you mimic what they're doing when you're talking to them? Because a lot of people do have a tendency to do that.
No, you just look in one of their eyes, man. You just pick an eye and look at it.
But don't stare too long.
Yeah, you got to break the eye thing every now and then, eye contact.
But then what if you lose your train of thought? Anyway, okay. So the first thing I would recommend is having more than one ice pack in your freezer at all times.
That's a really good one. That's a tough one to beat, dude.
People are like, hey, I've iced it. And then we ask them how many times. They're like, oh, just once.
Because they can't keep it cold.
Plus, most of people have more than one area. So
yeah.
Even if, load yourself up.
Yeah, but
put one on your neck, one on your back.
Yeah. If you're not using them as often, you can get a bunch of ice packs for, 99 cents.
Just have 2 or 3 because when you need them, it's the end of the world. You don't accidentally get an ice pack. When you need them, if you're going to do 10 off and 10 on, which is our most promoted cryotherapy regimen, you got to have more than one ice pack to do that. Unless you have some turbo freezer.
Unless you have our freezer here at the office.
Oh my God!
Where you have to get it at the perfect temperature.
That's right. That thing will freeze your hair right off your head.
Yeah, I don't know if someone messed with it the last time, but before
we tried to change it from its highest setting, but then it's
the only reason
slowly
it's got
melting
because we opened it so much. It's got so much ice formed in there, and that's the only reason it's manageable. When you defrost that thing, the first couple weeks afterwards, everything's frozen. Yeah. It's being blunted. It's being blunted right now. Yeah, it's cold. It's cold.
Well, and those ice packs, at one point they were sweating. We had messed it up.
We tried to make it less cold because they were just freezing everybody. Everybody's complaining about the coldness. So,
who's going next? Mau, are you or me? You?
Yeah, I'll do one. And this is one we've talked about before. But best practices for looking at your phone and tablet.
Nice, dude.
We know the worst practice, and that's to sit there and look straight
look
down.
At your phone. Yeah,
12 hours straight.
It's the worst practice is what everybody currently is doing.
Yeah. So best practice would be to avoid anything but looking straight down at your phone or tablet. So making sure when you're sitting, possibly raise that phone up in front of your face. Even if you're at home, you could maybe even lie.
Just tell me build a contraption.
Yeah.
Get some pillows, put it up on the table, lower your seat.
Hook something to your head so it
anything
drops down in front of your face. Anything to where you're not looking down at your phone, your tablet, or even your books. If you're actually reading a book, they do make things out there that hold your book on the table in front of you. So that would be my best practice for reading from anything, really. Yeah. Book, tablet, phone.
The easy
That's
reader.
a really good one. My best would probably be to do unilateral calf raises every other day. Because the one thing that everybody has in common, at one point or another, you're going to blow an ankle out, or you're going to hurt your ankle, or you're going to do this, or you're going to do that. And, we talk about plantar fasciitis, but really all of your disorders of the lower extremity, at one point or another, having strong ankles pushes about 90 things off the table. So if every other day you go find some stairs and you do some calf raises, that's a big deal, having that in your regimen. And it's really, really, really accessible. Everyone's got stairs, or they can get to some stairs or a step. And your hands are free, your body's free. You can watch TV, you can drink coffee, you can talk on the phone, you can do whatever you want. But calf raises, bent knee, straight knee, 1 foot, no foot, weighted, not weighted, doesn't matter. There's different grades of calf raises for sure. But just doing them, activating the way your brain runs your lower extremity, is a great way to push a whole lot of problems off the table.
On top of that, you really have to do exercises with your calves and with your legs because you're using them all the time. It's not just like, oh, I walk every day, I work out every day. That's not the case.
Don't skip leg day.
Yeah, that's what Dr. Josh is saying, is don't skip leg day.
No, I'm saying if you skip leg day, don't.
Just at least do that.
You have to do calf raises. They're independent of muscle. Calf raises are a neurological change, not a muscular one. And so you have to keep constantly training the way your brain runs your ankles, especially if you played soccer growing up, because that means you grew up in Copa Mundials or Sambas, which means your ankles, if you even look at a slope, they fly right off your body.
So what you're talking about is the incorporation of proprioception and mechanoreception while doing calf raises?
That's all I'm saying. Do calf raises.
Noted.
Okay.
Noted. We talked about ice packs, but let's go to the other spectrum. Let's go to the other end. What makes up ice? Water. How do you get water into your system, Dr. Brad?
There's multiple ways. No, actually, I think there's just one way.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. My best practice is I have incorporated a straw into my cup when I'm drinking water. It looks weird for me drinking out a straw, but it helps me get that amount of water into my body consecutively all the time.
Currently, how much water are you trying to intake?
I'm currently trying to intake half my body weight in ounces because we get real sweaty in this office and we push through and adjust a lot of bones. So we need to make sure that we're staying well hydrated. And there's times that you'll see me like, oh yeah, you need some water, but you can feel it. So I've incorporated that water straw into what I'm doing every single day. Nice. Yeah, a little bit of coffee in the morning. And then water.
The rest of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I have one that's not necessarily directly health related.
Nice.
My travel to work has increased.
Yeah.
It used to take me about 5 minutes.
Yeah, your car wouldn't even warm up.
6 minutes if I got caught at the light to get to the office. Mm-hmm. Now it is, on an excellent day, 25 minutes.
Right.
So my best practice now is to check my GPS. So I only used to use GPS if I was going to travel somewhere where I had no idea where I was going to, where I was going to go.
Good one.
So, like, for example, last night, I looked at it. Normally it should be 25, 26 minutes. If I see
1 hour.
35 minutes.
Or 1 hour.
Yeah, or 1 hour, I have an alternate route.
Nice, bro.
To take.
Nice. So Warrenton's blowing up. I mean,
instead of taking the highways, I take what I found out is now called Moon Road.
Nice, dude.
So if you're coming from Warrenton, you take Highway M to Highway 00 to Highway N.
Nice, bro. The
Moon Road.
Shooting the moon.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
So I love it. Depending on the day, that you could potentially run into some holdups, but yeah, if you see an hour wait, hop on Moon Road.
That's nice, dude. Yeah, for us it's
nice and scenic too.
For us it's Highway Y to W to 79. That's like the ultimate back road. And then you come down and you can get off on what's called Main Street, and then it turns into Highway K.
Yeah.
And that's like if the world's ending, you have to go that way. Because you're taking your life in your hands on 79. It's a good time.
So yeah, I make sure I look at the GPS
That's a good one.
before leaving. So
yeah.
Stress reducer.
I love plugging my phone in and first thing, and I love putting in like wherever I'm going, just because you get caught in traffic, especially these last 6 months of traffic from the office to anywhere. Anywhere around St. Charles has been crazy.
But technology is, we never used to have anything like that. So you're just headed
taking the pain.
Who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, who knows? You're just going to take the pain.
Stuck in traffic. Yeah.
Yeah, mine. My second rounder is probably do some kind of weight training, pretty consistently. Muscle loss as we get older, which we call sarcopenia, which is a relatively new term. And not just that, but the way our brains age and the way that our endocrine systems age. Weight training staves a lot of that off, and as a lot of us, the average age is going up. A lot of the industrialized countries, we've, depending on what news source you look at, we have reached the absolute peak, or we're past it, the peak number of humans on this planet. It won't go up from here because a lot of the birth rates are dropping pretty dramatically. And so we're no longer at maximum capacity. It's a really interesting phenomenon. But regardless, as we age, the one thing that's showing up consistently over and over again is weight training. Muscle density, bone density, the way that our brains age, it just drives function really well. So it doesn't matter what you do. If you want to work out to gain muscle, if you want to work out to lose fat, if you want to work out to... Okay, all of that stuff's negotiable. What isn't negotiable is you picking up weights pretty consistently throughout the week.
Yeah, we've had a bunch of patients talk about doing DEXA scans and all these things to help maintain bone density, and that's a really, really big thing for us here. My next thing is when you go to try something new, give it at least 10 days. Whether it's a new routine, whether it's something that you're trying, go all in. You know what I mean when I say go all in. If you don't commit to what you're doing, it's going to be a half motivation or a half-cocked idea of like, yeah, I'm going to do this. It's going to be great. And when you do this routine, you should really start off with, some small steps, something that works you up into, just doing a little bit of a deadlift or maybe looking at different weight options or different bars. My best practice is when you start a routine, make sure that you're all in.
In it to win it.
In it to win it.
All right. Next one, having the proper snacks during your workday.
Nice, dude.
I make sure I have my breakfast before I leave home. I either bring lunch or I go grab something at lunch. And then at home in the evening, I have a good dinner. But I also make sure that I bring in appropriate snacks. And I know everyone does that. Sometimes
They're
inappropriate snacks
yeah.
are brought in for us.
Yeah, our
Yeah.
patients make sure we're,
They're extremely tempting, and
Oh, yeah.
sometimes we cannot deny, or maybe all
If it
the
was
time.
up to the people we take care of, we'd be 10,000 pounders.
So
It's awesome.
Other than what they
we're
bring.
grateful, by the way. Like,
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Insanely grateful.
we're not saying we don't want that.
We're the luckiest doctors on earth. Like, no question about it.
Between cookies and donuts.
Oh, my God. I
name it.
just love you guys. It's just wonderful.
What we generally bring in for ourselves, fruit, vegetables, whatever type of nut you can imagine,
Yeah.
mixed nuts.
They're all here, yeah.
What do you like to bring in, Dr. Matt?
Grapes, banana. Sometimes I like a little bit of the carb stuff, so I'll bring in a box of Cheez-Its, but usually we eat over the course of 2 weeks. I like
sometimes,
Man.
or 2 hours.
sliced almonds on salad is really nice. Whole
yeah,
almonds
you've been
is
hitting
good.
the salads lately.
We've been doing shots of extra virgin olive oil, which I thought I'd be like so awesome with, but like it's getting me.
Gotta let your body, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind
Accommodate
of
to
getting
that.
tired of it, kind of getting sick of it. But like I need to do what the Goggins says: is get hard, get tough, So I'm just trying to do the things that my body needs to do without complaining about it.
Right.
Because he has some things to say about when you start complaining about stuff.
So yeah, big thing is just making sure you have healthy snacks available for the day in between the big meals.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep you going.
Yeah, I have a $2.79 5-pound bag of carrots I bring every Monday.
Oh yeah, that
Every
was the other
Monday.
thing.
5 pounds of carrots.
I've been eating those.
Hungry
Those have been
carrots. Not hungry carrots. It's carrots. Carrots, red peppers, watermelon. Absolute powerhouses of nutrition. Unbelievably low amount of carbohydrate running in them. Like, it's just a ridiculous. Green beans, carrots, red peppers, all peppers, but red especially, and watermelon. The carb count, if you're worried about carbohydrate, there isn't any. It's so low. You could just hammer those things. And the nutrition content is insane. So we talk about calorie-dense foods. Those are not. There's just no calories in those things, but there's a ton of the way they're set up, the way that they digest, the starchiness of them, it's really, really good. So my third is omega-3 fatty acids. And we talked about olive oil. There's a lot of other ways to get them, but the American diet, or the processed food diet, the industrialized diet, even the foods that were used to being high nutrient content aren't anymore. They're not the same as the foods 15 years ago. The long and short of it is, find a way to get omega-3 fatty acids into your body every day, because if you do not, you will not usually get it from your diet. You talk about changes in the dementia brain, the increased age for dementia onset for people. It all has to do with us superheating our brains by not having the reducing agents in them. And the fastest way to get those reducing agents is from omega-3 fatty acids. And the fastest way to do that is from your diet. You could take pills and supplements, fine. But if you want to 100% know what's in there, of the 3 fatty acids, of the 3 omega-3s that are essential for us, we do shots of extra virgin olive oil here, and it sucks. But it doesn't matter that it sucks. It matters that it's keeping our brains young. So my third round pick is going to be find a way to get omega-3 fatty acids into your body every single day, and you'll benefit from it.
We had talked about doing 5 rounds, but we're right around the exact time that we'd like for our podcast to go. So you guys exceeded expectations today. Good job, Dr. Brad.
We'll do the next time.
Yeah. So we're about the 20th minute mark. So
Jamie won't listen any longer than this. Just turns it off. The Jamie limit, we call it.
This is our sweet spot that we found that works the best for people that are tuning in. So
yeah, it's enough for your drive home.
Yep. So the next time
unless you get caught in traffic.
Yeah, that's true. Then you take Moon.
Check your GPS.
Yeah.
Then you're just sad.
Yeah, the next time that you'll hear from us, we'll talk about some research that we've been kind of going over regarding inflammation and how to best take care of your body.
Nice, dude.
So myself, Dr. Matt, Dr. Brad, Dr. Josh.
All right, guys, have a good day.
And if you need to email me, please reach me at drmatt@mfwellness.org.
Bye.
A big thank you goes to Hug Monster Sound for all the hard work they put into making us sound so great.